Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy Shawnee Sean, and it's the NFL Combine, so let's get into it. A bunch of these soon-to-be rookies are running for their lives. Right now, we got wide receivers running their 40s. Currently, well, not currently, but not Johnny Wilson. Sorry, I got distracted looking at the screen. But Xavier something from Texas ran a 4.25. Xavier Worthy ran a 4.25 40 and is going for John Ross's record. So we'll see that. Roman Wilson's also really quick. So let's see how he does. National champ with a 4.40. Not bad. Shaved off 0.1. And like I said, Xavier Worthy currently has the best time, and everyone is chasing him. Here comes his second rep, and here comes the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Xavier Worthy. Went off a little too fast. Got excited. 5-yard penalty, false start. Scouts don't look so happy on the side. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Let's go, X. Xavier, what you got? Ooh, he's flying. He's flying. He's flying. 4.22. 4.22. He fast. He ran out of the stadium. Oh, crowd's going nuts there. Let's go. Best on the day. What's John Ross's record? Did he beat that? I think he's still short of John Ross, but that's... Xavier! Going for that record, baby.
He said, absolutely. I got to get the record. I said, what's the record? He said it was a 4.22. John Ross said it, and now, Mr. Worthy, it is yours.
Man, it's crazy.
I mean, he tied it. He fast. Definitely improving his stock. The other wide receiver from Texas is also really good. This is a pretty nice wide receiver draft in general. Roma Dunze also ran a little bit earlier. I like him a lot. Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison, creme de la creme. But dude just ran outside the building taking a lap. Let's go. X to the Z, Xavier Worthy. He fast. Boom. Wonder who's the next guy? It's got to be tough following that up.
149, 10-yard split.
Ooh, Pierce likes that. Maybe he's a Raider. Raiders love speed. Didn't work out so well with Henry Ruggs though, so maybe Xavier Worthy can do a little bit better for them if they go that direction. We'll see. We still got a lot of time before the draft.
Lastly, what message does this send about you, Xavier?
It says I'm fast. I mean, you're wearing no bull, not Nike, but just do it. Let's go, man. We'll remember your name X to the Z, Xavier. I got. He fast. 4.22. I mean, what about Leon Sandcastle, the actual fastest man in the combine's history? I'm talking about my boy Deion Sanders. Prime time. Prime time. You know what I'm saying? Prime time. The timest of the promised. The promised of the timest. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Bam, down. Bam, 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 bam. It's unbelievable. Uh, 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 uh. So the combine's been going on for the past few days now. Definitely always a fun event. It's pretty amazing that it's actually become really a full-time event. Fans from across the league go to Indianapolis. I think it brings in about $10 million of revenue to the city of Indy annually, so that's pretty awesome for them. And you know, it'd be cool if it was in other cities, but they really do have everything set and ready to go. They've been doing it for as long as I can remember. Definitely helps getting some of these guys' stocks up and down, really trying to prove themselves. Spencer Rattler looked pretty good today and is definitely one of the, I guess, more intriguing quarterbacks. Sam Hartman also looked good as far as like physically looking good, but his throws were all a little bit high. He seems like he's just an inevitable backup quarterback, but you know, maybe he can prove us wrong. Other quarterbacks, Caleb Williams didn't throw today and seems like he's pretty confident that he's going to be the number one pick. Sounds like the Bears are very likely to trade Justin Fields to the Falcons. Seem like the most likely. That'd be an awesome setup for him, honestly. Very excited to see what he could do in that offense with Pitts, Bijan, and Drake London. I'm sure they'd probably want to get another wide receiver, playmaker. But that defense really improved last year. They really solidified a lot of things in free agency and trades. So would love to see the Falcons continue that trend and you know, if they get a quarterback, that could be a huge difference because Heineke and Rattler clearly were not able to get things done. But we are talking about the combine today. So, I believe on Wednesday, the combine actually technically started. A lot of players were getting some of their first interviews with teams. Really getting a deep dive and sort of seeing what teams want to move up and what they'll do and if they'll even be in striking distance to get some of these guys. Let's see. Xavier Worthy with that beautiful 40 again. Looks like my stream is slow for a second, so we're back. And it's just more replays of Xavier Worthy running really, really fast. He's pretty darn good if you ask me. Probably a day 2 or 3, like a round 2 or 3 guy, not day 2 or 3. Probably day 2. Although with a 40 like that, and depending on the rest of his combine, he could be a very late first. I don't know if I necessarily see it. I think the first round wide receivers this year's gonna be. I mean, damn, that Bills fan. These Bills fans look like they want some speed. Actually, Bills do need some wide receivers. It looks like. Ooh, it looks like Gabe Davis is a free agent, and I'm not really sure what Stephon Diggs' future is in Buffalo. It does not look super promising, honestly. I don't know if he's really going to get a better situation. Pat Mahomes is even surprised. I mean, he wants someone to throw it to. They just cut MVS. So we'll see how things go there for Pat Mahomes. Really surprised to see the Kansas City Chiefs got like some of the worst grades in the league voting or whatever it was. Even their owner got an F minus, which I didn't even know you could get an F minus. I thought F was pretty much the worst you could do. But I digress. Looks like we're seeing some routes. Marcus Rosemary Jackson from Georgia. Pretty good. Brian Thomas Jr. Looks like he's easing in. Jamari Thrash. Great last name. Eagles had a wide receiver, James Thrash. He was not the greatest. I don't know. I feel like these are just are they just easing these guys in? None of these guys look like they're running even at like it looks like half speed and then just tracking, which is fine. Davantez Walker, Malik Washington. I do like him. UVA. I love a lot of UVA wide receivers. Dontavion Wicks was one of those guys, and there's another guy I liked. Maybe their tight end a year or two ago, Jabari Woods. I think that's it. So I guess I don't love them that much, but they're like day three guys that are worth taking a flyer on and could develop into something. So if you need a late wide receiver, I do like looking at UVA's way. Johnny Wilson. Slow get off. Tracking. Awareness didn't look so great. Roman Wilson, he's fast. National champion. He overran that. I told you, he's fast. Even in the half speed, he's still too fast. But Odunze is definitely the best guy running around today since Neighbors and Marvin Harrison are not running. Would be cool to see them, but both of them have pretty much solidified their draft spots as the number one and number two wide receivers in this year's draft. I think that Marvin Harrison Jr. in general will probably be a top 5 pick. Neighbors should be a top 10 pick. Odunze, we'll say top 15. And then, I mean, Xavier Wilson's definitely putting himself in that conversation now. Who's the other guy from Texas I really like? I'm trying to think. There are a couple other guys, but not too bad. LSU's always got some good guys. OSU's always got some good guys. Ooh, Michael Penix looks like he might be throwing a little bit. I actually haven't been watching too much of him. I saw him chuck it down once or twice, and it looks like he is actually being paired up with Odunze, who is his college teammate, so it's nice to see that. And Odunze is flying through this right now, looking flawless, catching everything. As I said, probably the best wide receiver participating in today. Ricky Parsall. There's actually Lad McKinney. I think he's an Alabama wide receiver that I really like. White boy. So Ricky Parsall made me think of him. Jalen Polk, also really fast. Dropped one there. I feel like he gives me Giants wide receiver vibes. Maybe just because he's a little undersized. Brandon Rice, Jerry Rice's son, catching everything right now. Quarterback in college was Caleb Williams and looked flawless there. That's actually probably one of my favorite day 2, day 3 wide receivers. Isn't going to go in the first round, but second, third, fourth, very likely, maybe even fifth. But I'd see him most likely third round pick. Brian Thompson's also a pretty nice receiver. Had 17 touchdown receptions in 2023 and led college football in that. Nice teammate of Jaden Daniels. Jamari Thrash, like I said, love that last name. Had a pretty good year at Louisville and looked pretty nice there. Devon Valet, catching everything here, looking pretty fluid, but don't really know much about him. Devontae Walker, let's see how he does. Teammate of Drake May and Hicks last year looked pretty good there. Not nearly as fluid as some of these other guys. Here's my boy Malik Washington, looking very fluid and flawless. Pretty small. I think he's like 5'10". Nice catch at the end, little jump, and gives him a little burst. Tajay Washington's pretty good also. USC had what did he get off a little wrong? I don't really know what happened there. But it looks like he's going to restart. A little slower as far as the explosion, but I think he wanted to get things going since he had the little false start, and he's looking all right. But not necessarily as fast as I wanted it to be, so hopefully he can do that again and speed up. Isaiah Williams is looking pretty good. I don't really know anything about him, but Illinois has actually been producing some nice talent the past few years. The Brown brothers went there. Tommy DeVito went there. Or no, Tommy DeVito went to Syracuse, but similar color scheme. So thinking that. Yeah, so Xavier Wilson's definitely feeling like the it girl today. Definitely balled out and had a very nice showing of that 4.22 run of the 40. Let's flip some nuggies. Oh, nuggies. I love nuggies. Mmm. That is a juicy nugget. Mmm. That one was good. That's a good nugget. Mmm. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. This wasn't very long, but I really wanted to see that Xavier Worthy running, and he did not disappoint with that 4.22. Saw it live, saw it here. You saw me reacting. Pow, pow, pow. But the draft's coming in a couple more weeks, so stay tuned, as these teams are going to be trading up and down and evaluating on these prospects for the next couple weeks, taking some in-person visits, and guys are going to have pro days, so exciting stuff to stay tuned on. And it's a dream come true for a lot of these guys. They're really seeing the fruition of their entire lives and their careers. They've been working hard just to get to this stage, to get drafted to the NFL. So really a huge accomplishment for these guys, and this is a huge step in the right direction, considering they're just at the combine today, but another month from now they'll be at the draft, and then they'll be going to rookie mini camps and starting their NFL careers. So pretty exciting stuff so far. Rome Odunze was one of the highlights for me today. The wide receiver from Washington, probably the best wide receiver that participated in today's drills. Glad McConkey, definitely want to see him and see more of him going forward. Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison did not run today or participate in any of the drills, but should be the first two guys off the board. Brock Bowers, tight end, didn't run today. They didn't have tight ends. I think that was a couple days ago. But should be the number one tight end in this year's draft. Very, very good. Pretty good blocker. Really similar game to George Kittle. So we'll see how he develops. Not the best tight end draft after him this particular year. And this running back draft in particular, it doesn't really have the elite talent like last year with Bijan Robinson, but does have some talent. And I think we'll see more of the running backs go day 2 in the draft. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the draft, and we'll see you next time. It's time to eat nuggets. So, peace.